What's up guys, my name's Dichronic here on this Star Wars Battlefront video. I almost said Destiny, but I did not. Star Wars Battlefront, a game I've been having a lot of fun with, and I'm going to be telling you guys how to wreck absolute havoc in the new game mode called Squadron. I think Fighter Squadron, yeah, that was it. I'm going to be showing you how to get scores like this. You can see in the background, I basically just started up like 5 games, and these were all the game's stats that I've gotten. Of course, I have a lot of experience at it, but there are a bunch of key tips that can give you guys to basically get to the top of the leaderboards in every single game. Some of these games I actually lost, even though I have like a large amount of score, and I still got the top player in the game, regardless of that. Before I get in the video, make sure you hit the like down below. I absolutely am really enjoying Star Wars, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so you can get this video up to like 200 likes. That would be amazing. I hope that we can get there, and I believe in you guys, so let's see if we can get there. Make sure you like the video down below. Also, if you guys really like Star Wars in general, I can't wait to play more stuff of it and do more on the channel. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see more Star Wars. And also, let me know if you're some Star Wars fans out there. I'm a big Star Wars nerd. Yeah, Star Wars. Anyways, first and foremost, the number one tip, not necessarily the number one, but the first tip for Star Wars Battlefront on this Fighter Squadron game mode is get the hero token. Now, this may seem obvious. Well, hey, Dichronic, well, what do you mean get the hero token? Of course, if I see it, I'll get it. This is the most important thing in the game because the hero is incredibly overpowered. You are either the Millennium Falcon or the Slave 1. I'm going to kind of going over what their abilities are on that stuff. Basically, you can last out the entire game with barely losing any health when the guys are attacking you almost the entire game. When you are the hero, it is your job to kill the other hero. If you don't, nobody else can kill that hero. I swear to God, if the entire team was trying to kill the other team's hero, they would not be able to do it in the time limit. And one of the helpful tips is the hero spawn, the hero pickup actually spawns at about 9 minutes 7 seconds. If you look at the top of your thing, it starts at 10 minutes. You get control of your X-wing or fighter or whatever around 10:45 or 9:45, and just make sure you are near the middle of the map because that's where it spawns, near the ground. Near the middle of the map, it'll have like a circle with a line through the top, like a lightsaber looking through it, and that will be a hero power-up. You get that, make sure you live for the next like couple of seconds, and you will get the hero power-up. Special abilities are for the Millennium Falcon, his left bumper, I'll be referring to Xbox terms, even though I was on PlayStation. The left bumper is going to be a shield, so it basically puts up like kind of like an overshield kind of thing where you don't take any damage for a few seconds. The right bumper is going to be the torpedo. Make sure you lock on before you use that, and of course the Y or triangle is going to be that the super fast, so it actually helps you get fast around because the heroes are a bit sluggish, so that is useful if you need to get somewhere really fast. As well as the Slave 1, his left and right bumper are both torpedoes, so you can actually just do a lot of damage with it. I don't really see the point of having 2 different ones, but they are 2 different torpedoes that you can fire independently and actually just do a lot of damage. And of course his Y is this like radar disruptor, so nobody can lock onto him during that time. You can still hit him if you just get right up into him, kind of barrel stuff him with your lasers. You can still hit him, although it's really useful. So what I recommend doing with the hero, basically just fly around, do a bunch of damage to the enemy. When you see like the other enemy hero around, just kind of pop a bunch of shots, torpedoes into him, do a lot of damage. You'll get a lot of points for putting damage into the hero. And since you are the hero, you are the best capable of taking out this hero, and I definitely recommend taking out this hero as soon as possible. If you are not a hero, stay away from the other hero unless you see your teammates attacking it. That's just the way it goes. If you're working as a team, you need to coordinate and attack them all together. But if you're not like coordinate with a team, do not attack him. He is not worth the bullets. He can survive the entire game without being destroyed. Even if he does die, the hero pickup respawns in 30 seconds. So there's not really even a lot of points to destroying it, other than the fact that it gets you a lot of freaking points. You can see in one of mine, I have like 3,000 combo just for putting shots into him, which is ridiculous. Another really big thing for the hero, if the hero gets up on that little transport that's trying to get off world and he just starts pummeling into it, just use his left bumper, his right bumper, his radar jammer, anything to make it so you can continue firing at him. He can absolutely wreck that thing immediately without any problem. Even if people are shooting at him, he can take it, he can tank it, he can just not die from it. And in general, can always capture that objective without any problem. When it comes to defending, if the other hero is there, it's pretty much impossible to defend. If the hero is there, he will take it down. But if there is no hero, you can very, very quickly take him down because the hero pickup is just so much damage. It is incredible. Some things to note, if you crash into the other hero, the cargo trying to get off world, or the ground, you will die instantly. These are just some things. Do not do it unless you hit the other hero, which might be worth it. I had a lot of fun crashing into the other hero, but the hero thing does respawn really quickly, so it's really not that relevant. But you just make sure you do not hit the ground, no matter what, even if you're trying to chase somebody. But enough about that hero thing, because a lot of you guys were like, hey, the hero thing is always stolen by somebody else. This happens. There's basically only one hero per team every single game. It just so happens that that's how it works, but it happens almost every single time. So I'm going to be telling you how to do well in a fighter. First and foremost, for the most part, I believe that the two fighters on either side, like whether it's like X-Wing and A-Wing or the TIE Fighter and the Interceptor, both of them on the same team are literally the same thing. There is no differences between them. If they are, I didn't notice them. It's just visual. So what I recommend is picking the top one, because you look like an AI at that point. If you guys don't know, there's a bunch of AIs going around. They give you less points. And most of the time, if I see like an Interceptor or an A-Wing, I immediately know this is a human player and I want to attack him because he gives me more points per kill. So if you be the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing, you can kind of blend in and camo with the other AIs, and per se, obviously if they like look at you and they can see your name, it won't be that effective, but it is kind of a camo. When it comes to one of the sides, I would definitely say the Rebels are better suited to combat. They have this, the only difference between the Rebels and the Imperials is the Rebels have a shield that basically stops all incoming damage for like 3 to 5 seconds or something, and the Empire has a speed boost. I find that going slow is more often the answer to actually getting kills than anything else, and it's pretty useless having a speed boost unless you're just trying to get to an objective or you're trying to get to like a hero thing, which actually happens quite a lot. I usually want to get to these hero things because the heroes are just freaking awesome. But when it comes to combat, this is the thing you guys are going to want to understand the most. When it comes to combat, you want to actually be as slow as possible. If you see the little bar above your health, it's yellow if you're going fast, or orange if you're going slow. Basically, it diverts power to either your engines or your weapons. If you are going slower, you do more damage and you're more accurate with your shots. So basically, you want to rush in on an opponent, and then once you're within basically locking range with the left trigger held down, then you want to slow down and actually just start firing at them. One thing to note is if you're firing at an enemy and it says lock on your screen, just abandon immediately, hit down on D-pad or hit up on D-pad while holding down on your controller or up or whatever, so you can do that little flip and get out of there. When it comes to combat, you want to make sure you stay alive more than you actually get kills. I would recommend trying to find the human players as much as possible. When you highlight them, they'll actually say a name on them. And for the most part, the AIs are just kind of something you do in the middle while trying to just get some human kills. They're just kind of like, hey, I'm just gonna just shoot you while I'm here, you know, kind of thing. When it comes to the missile, for the most part, most people understand the thing I just said. If you're getting shot, immediately do your little flippy flip and get out of there. What most people usually do, which is very predictable, is they do that, and immediately after they use that thing where you can't lock onto them, then fire a missile. If you're having problems actually shooting somebody down, just look at them, start firing. They'll do their little spinny or flippo thing, and then you fire a missile, and you almost always kill them. Regardless, if you die right afterwards, it's a flawless strategy because they've already used their little flippy thing. Unless they use their shield right afterwards, they're most likely going to die, or you'll have an easy kill right after. And lastly, when it comes to escape, in this game, you either are being followed or you should be following somebody. A lot of the times, there's usually a giant Congo line of people actually fighting and following each other, but for the most part, you want to stay alive more than you want to get a kill, because it takes so long for you to get back in a battle. It takes like 20-30 seconds for you to respawn, get all the way back to the battlefield. It is a really big shame if you just keep on dying because you're just not paying attention. As soon as you get a lock, you want to pull off the target you're actually firing at, even if you're really close, and actually hit up on D-pad while holding up on the controller, which will make you do the backflip thing, get out of there, and immediately as you finish that, either pull out your shield with the X-Wing on the Rebel side, as well as the fact, just start picking random directions. What I found to be the best when trying to get, get out of somebody's sights, just pick a bunch of random directions. It'll make them have to turn a lot. It'll make them have to do a bunch of swerving. It'll make them lose you, basically. You don't want to hold one direction the whole time. You want to go left, right, hold up, down, go up, around, go near the ground, do a bunch of flips, and eventually they'll see some other target and they'll start firing at them. That's the whole reason why the AI are there, is to distract the other person and work on their ADHD, really, because they're gonna want to actually just fight somebody else because you are a hard target. Now, personally, when I see a target, I do not peel off unless I lose track of them. So I would like to assume everybody else is pretty much the same. If they lose track of you, they probably will give up because they can't really figure out who they were shooting in the first place because it's absolute chaos out there. As well as the fact, I would use the clouds to your advantage. If you are up high, use the clouds to your advantage. Get in those clouds, start swerving around in there. Even if they get a lock on you, if they just barely lose lock sometimes, and you get out of their vision, they cannot see you at all. As well as the ground, if you blend in with the ground, like the TIE fighters blend in with like the black ground, the rebels blend in with the white ground. It's actually just kind of like a camo kind of thing, and you have to really play on the enemy. So if I had to take a summary of the biggest tips I had said over this video is: 1, always go for the hero power-up that spawns in about 9:07. It doesn't always spawn exactly then, but it does spawn based on like who's looking where, and it usually spawns in the same location every single time, or if not, it will spawn in a secondary location because there's too many people looking at that. 2, when you're trying to kill somebody, make sure you're going as slow as possible because that will upgrade your accuracy and your damage. So pull back on the speed stick and it will make it so you're not going as fast and you can actually shoot them down, as well as use your rockets after they've done their little flippy flip. 3, when you're trying to get attacked, make sure you get out there get out of there immediately. Do your flip, get out of their lock, do a bunch of random twists and turns and get out of there. And finally, I'd like to say the objective, the little thing you can shoot out of the sky, that cargo thing, it gives you like what, 30 points out of the whole. If you kill the other person's, and you let yours escape, that's like 60 points in total. It can give you an edge, but in reality, the people that win the game are the people who have the best hero. And I'd say this from experience because the hero is what determines who wins a game. But if you're looking to get the most points, like all these games have been showing you, then really just be the best fighter out there, and you should be fine. And then if your teammate has a hero, most likely he will not die because it is impossible to die as a hero. It's just really, really difficult. But anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Chronic, of course. If you guys have any questions on Star Wars Battlefront, make sure you leave a question or a comment down below. I make sure to check and answer every single comment down there below because I love communicating with you guys. And I don't just say this because I'm reading a paper right in front of me. That's not really how I work. Yes, I will need your social security number, birth date, and of course any pertinent information. Hack in your bank, see if your bank account is approved. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you want to see more Star Wars, make sure you hit a like down below and let me know in the comments. And again, we're trying to get to 200 likes on this video. Let me know if you guys like Fighter Squadron because I'm having a blast, and maybe we can play sometime on a live stream. Down in the description down below, there's my Twitch. And of course, that's the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Chronic, and I will see you guys over on the next one.